One day, the goddess sang to her lover, Bhairava, "Beloved and radiant Lord of the space before birth, revealer of essence, slayer of the ignorance that binds us, you who in play have created this universe and permeated all forms in it with never-ending truth, I have been wondering. I've been listening to the songs of creation. I've heard the sacred sutras being sung, and yet still I'm curious. What is this delight-filled universe into which we find ourselves born? What is this mysterious awareness shimmering everywhere within us? What are these instinctive energies that rise and fall through our body and move us into action? And this matter out of which our forms are made, what are these dancing particles of condensed radiance? Are they an illusion? What is this power we call life, appearing as a play of flesh and breath? How may I know this mystery and enter it more deeply? Beloved, my attention is caught by a myriad of forms, the individual entities everywhere. Beloved, lead me into the wholeness beyond all these parts. You who hold the mystery in your hand of will, knowledge and action, reveal to me the path of illumined knowing. Lead me into joyous union with the life of the universe. Touch me that I may know it fully, realize it deeply, and breathe in the truth of it. That's the question of the great goddess. And here follows a selection now of the 112 practices presented by Bhairava Shiva. 112 ways to open the invisible door of consciousness. The one who is intimate to all beings, Shiva, said, "Beloved, your questions require the answers that come through direct living experiences. The way of experience begins with a breath, such as the breath you are breathing now. Awakening into the luminous reality of the breath. The breath flows in, and just before it turns to flow out, there's a flash of pure joy. Life is renewed. Awaken to that. As the breath is released and flows out, there's a pulse as it turns to flow in. In that turn, you're empty. Enter that emptiness as the source of all life. in any quiet moment when you are breathing. The breath may flow out and pause of itself, or flow in and pause of itself. There, experience opens into an exquisite vastness with no beginning and no end. Embrace that infinity without reservation. Dive into it, drink deeply of it, and emerge renewed. Follow the path of the radiant life force as she flashes upward like lightning through your body. Attend simultaneously to the perineum, that bright place between the legs. To the crown of the skull, and to that shining star place above the head. Notice how this living electricity becomes ever more subtle as she rises, radiant as the morning sun. Until she streams outward from the top of the head into all-embracing gratitude. In this way, become intimate with the life of all beings. There is a song to each area of the body. Listen to the sounds resonating in sweet vortices, long rhythmic vowels. Ah. E. Hum. Resonating on and on. Listen to these as sounds, then more subtly as an underlying hum, eventually as most subtle feeling. Then, diving more deeply, expand into freedom. Rest the attention easily in the forehead, in the eye that is made of light. Follow the flow of breath outward from there into the spaciousness before you. tenderly, tenderly permeate that spaciousness. Embrace each of your senses in turn, seeing as being touched by light, hearing as immersion in an ocean of sound, tasting as enlightening, smelling as knowing, touching as electrifying. And then leave all these behind and be intimate with the unknowable. Inside the skull, there's a place where the essences of creation play and mingle. The ecstatic light of awareness and the awareness of that light. The divine feminine and the masculine play with one another in that place. The light of their love play illumines all space. Rest in that light, ever present, and gradually awaken into the steady joy of that which is always everywhere. There is a current of love energy that flows between earth below and the sun above. The central channel of the spine is the riverbed. The streaming is as delicate and powerful as a tingling touch of lovers. Entering there, radiance arches between the above and the below. The whole attention resting in the nerve, tingling delicately in the center of the spinal column. Tracing that current between earth and sun, you become magnetism, relating all the worlds. Listen with total attention to the sounds of stringed instruments. Bring on the blues. When performed with grace, each note appears to rise out of eternity and disappear back into it. When the music ends, stay with the echo of the music inside you. And as the reverberation fades away into silence, go with it. Forget all of your ideas about the body. It's this way and it's that way. And just be with any area of it. This present body is permeated with limitless space, drenched in freedom. The one who is at play everywhere, Shiva, said, "There is a place in the heart where everything meets. Go there if you want to find me. Mind, senses, soul, eternity, all are there. Are you there?" There is a place in the heart where everything meets. Go there if you want to find me. Mind, senses, soul, eternity, all are there. Are you there? Quiet ecstasy is there, and a steady, dignified sense of resting in a perfect spot. Once you know the way, the nature of attention will call you to return again and again. And be permeated with knowing, I belong here, I am at home here. Answer that call. I belong here, I'm at home here. Answer that call. Experience the substance of the body and the world as made up of vibrating particles. And these particles made up of even finer energy particles. Drifting more deeply, feel into each particle as it condenses from infinity and dissolves back into it continuously. Continuously. Noticing this, breathe easily with infinity dancing everywhere. Know the entire universe as a vast arena within which your mind can play endlessly. Playing, let your awareness be everywhere at once. Planets, stars, swirling galaxies and subatomic particles all dancing within you. Enter the rhythm of that dance, descending into the space between the beats, and then dissolve into the intimacy with the dancing one. Shining One, Devi, breathing out, let go and let yourself fall into knowing the entire universe as existing within space. And you are absorbed in that vibrant, empty fullness. Watch for the moment in which two opposing perceptions occur. For instance, wanting to go and not going. Desiring to be what you are and not yet being. Knowing and at the same time not yet knowing. Then let go of both perceptions and jump into the space between them. Reality flashes forth. In some moment, when your attention quits an object, do not go on to another. Stay here, objectless attention as vast as the sky. In some moment when your attention quits an object, do not go to another. Stay here, objectless attention as vast as the sky. Falling almost asleep, sneak a look between the states of waking and sleeping. And in that gap, behold the nature of your essence. Feeling falling almost asleep, sneak a look between the states of waking and sleeping. The states of waking and sleeping, in between. And in that gap, behold the nature of your essence. Cross the arms over the chest. Place the palms of the hands on the sides of the torso and notice the magnetism that begins to flow between the palms facing each other. A subtle, gradually building electricity. Attend the birth of something new in that vast space within the ribs. Attend the birth of something new in that vast space within the ribs. Hold the mouth slightly open, with the tip of the tongue lovingly touching the roof of the mouth, the base of the brain. Let the mind rest in the center of the mouth, listening inwardly to the sound. Listen inwardly to the sound and dissolve into peace. You want to go on? A little bit. The goddess then asked, if this is the nature of the universal self, then who is to be worshipped? To whom do I offer oblations? If everything is divine and consciousness merges with that divine essence, then what happens to the distinction between worshipper and worshipped? Shiva replied, "O goddess, the practices you are speaking of refer only to the externals. When you enter the Great Self, then all prayers go on inside you spontaneously without ceasing. In reality, all songs of gratitude and ecstatic lovemaking are resonating in every particle of creation at every moment. When you enter into the Great Self, then all prayers go on inside you spontaneously, without ceasing. In reality, all songs of gratitude and ecstatic lovemaking are resonating in every particle of creation at every moment." Plunging without reservation into the ocean of being is meditation. Plunging without reservation into the ocean of being is meditation. No image, no thoughts, no prop. Worship does not mean offering flowers. It means offering your heart to the vast mystery of the universe. It means being so in love that you're willing to dissolve and be recreated in every moment. Worship does not mean offering flowers. It means offering your heart to the vast mystery of the universe. It means being so in love that you're willing to dissolve and be recreated in every moment. One day, the desire of the self for the Great Self is consummated. One day, our desire of the self for the Great Self is consummated. Come ready for that day. Come ready for that day. To dissolve in the fire of the great void, senses dissolve, mind dissolves. The objects of sense dissolve. Even the void is dissolved. That is worship. To dissolve in the fire of the great void. Senses dissolve, mind dissolves. The objects of sense dissolve. Even the void is dissolved. That is worship. As the breath flows in and as it flows out, it travels always the curving path of the goddess. As the breath flows in And as it flows out, it travels always the curving path of the goddess. All breathing continually worships the goddess. All breathing continually worships the goddess. She is the most holy place of pilgrimage. Know this and be in great joy. Listen to the ongoing prayer that is breath. Life shall dance in you, a dance of delight. Know this and be in great joy. Listen to the ongoing prayer that is breath. Life shall dance in you, a dance of delight. The Devi said, "Beloved, I am suffused with satisfaction. My questions have led to fullness. You have sung to me of the ways of union, of the God and the goddess, space and time, personal and impersonal, energy and form, infinite and finite. You have sung the song of being at home in the universe. Beloved, you have sung to me of the ways of the union of the God and the goddess, of space and of time, of the personal and the impersonal, of energy and form, infinite and finite. You have sung to me the song of being at home in the universe." Having said that, the goddess, radiant with delight, embraced her lover. The yoga of delight, wonder, and astonishment. Thank you for your patience.
Delight. Wonder.
Such a joy to do this with Geoffrey.
Thank you.
And it's each time different because, of course, we forget each time what's coming next, right? So each time it's completely different.
That's the benefit of getting.
That's the benefit of getting lost, right?
Yeah,
of having no brain.
No brain.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Thank you, Geoffrey.